Motorsports. The crucible where automakers test their thinking. Pushing engineering. Proving performance. No one does it quite like Subaru. The car. Designed around the driver. The balanced driver's feel gives them confidence to push even harder. Where others obsess over straight-line speed, Subaru knows life rarely comes at you in a straight line. This is why Subaru invested its learning in a concept that could handle the twists and turns. At its heart, the Subaru BOXER engine. Sitting low and flat, helping to deliver an ideal center of gravity. It has been improved, refined, put to the test in the most grueling challenges of motorsport. Rally, rallycross, road racing, endurance racing. Subaru didn't just survive in the heat of racing. Racing victories are one thing. They mean much more when they translate into performance for production models. Subaru has a long history of bringing its race car pedigree to the street. The combination of all-wheel drive and a Subaru BOXER engine that had dominated the World Rally stage led the way. But in 2012, Subaru took on a new performance challenge. The classic front-engine, rear-wheel drive sports car. A traditional concept, once again given the Subaru spin. The Subaru BOXER power plant slung low, driving 2 wheels instead of 4. Development of the first-generation BRZ was a collaboration between engineer and driver, once again using the concept of balanced performance to make the driver better. Racetracks and switchbacks were now the Subaru team's focus and their playground. Small, lightweight, low, nimble, combined with ample power, delivering surgical precision to the driver. A new singular purpose had joined the family of purpose-built Subaru vehicles. And the purpose of the first Subaru BRZ? Fun. Fun to look at. Even more fun to drive. A pure enthusiast's car. The Subaru faithful were quick to make the BRZ their own. But the Subaru racing and engineering traditions allow no room for complacency. The Subaru BRZ was pure sports car driving, but could it become even more pure? With an even lower center of gravity. Even more powerful with a new 2.4-liter Subaru BOXER engine. Improved torque. More horsepower. Could it become even more poised, with torsional stiffness increased 50%? Grip improved with Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires on 18-inch wheels. A more aggressive track mode. Presenting the next benchmark in the long collaboration between engineer and driver. The all-new 2022 Subaru BRZ. The near-perfect weight distribution provides amazing balance. The experience wraps itself around the driver. Engages every sense. The interior is all new, oriented around the driver. the all-new 2022 Subaru BRZ. Sports car purity, Subaru DNA. Presenting the next benchmark in the long collaboration between engineer and driver. The all-new 2022 Subaru BRZ. The Subaru BRZ was pure sports car driving, but could it become even more pure? With an even lower center of gravity. Even more powerful with a new 2.4-liter Subaru BOXER engine. Improved torque. More horsepower. Could it become even more poised with torsional stiffness increased 50%? Grip improved with Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires on 18-inch wheels. A more aggressive track mode. Presenting the all-new 2022 Subaru BRZ. The near-perfect weight distribution provides amazing balance. The experience wraps itself around the driver. Engages every sense. The interior is all new, oriented around the driver.
This thing turns on a dime. It's like driving with a razor blade. As a racing driver, I want to feel like I'm in control of the car. I feel very connected here. You know, I feel like a surgeon in this thing. I can put this car anywhere I want on the racetrack. Oh, that's nice. I think the grip comes through a combination of the overall stiffness increase and the sport tires. This sounds mean. Oh, yeah. So the added horsepower is nice. I think we're sitting at like 228 now, 184 foot-pounds of torque, which is plenty for this car because she doesn't weigh anything at all. I like that the power band feels a bit better than the first-gen BRZ as well. Like that, this mid-range feels a little sportier. In general, I gotta say, like, just the feeling of the car, like where the steering wheel is positioned, the brake pedal is like in a perfect spot to heel and toe. The position of the gear is correct. And that's nice. So like when we go around a real high-speed left-hand corner, for example, sometimes shifting into third gear can be tough, but this gate is super precise. The seating position being super low, you feel connected to the car. And if you're going to drive this thing around a track in anger, it's nice to have that feeling. When you go into the track mode, the super amazing RPM dash is straight out of a race car. Oh, I haven't done that since I was a teenager. All right, now let's see if we can't drift this thing a little bit. She feels like a little beast. I've driven tons of supercars that drive like total because they're so stiff to try to hold all that weight up, they just skip across the track. Whereas this car here, it's stiff, but it doesn't feel stiff like it's stiff from the suspension. It's stiff because it's built well and it's low to the ground, and that's what makes this car cornerstone.